Welcome to our presentation of the Florida Marketing Plan aimed at increasing the state's market share of Finnish travelers. We will begin by discussing our research and evaluation, finishing with the marketing plan developed based on that information. If everyone is ready, we will get started. Our mission is to make Florida the primary vacation destination for the people of Finland. By sharing our sunshine, adventures, entertainment, and culture, Florida will create lasting life experiences and memories for the Finnish vacationers that in turn will boost the Florida economy. Current Florida program achievements. Currently, 15.7 million visitors invade Florida, spending $16.7 billion. 56% of those dollars spent come from citizens of Canada, Germany, the UK, Brazil, and Mexico. The Florida Board of Tourism has a long-term strategy that includes marketing to residents of China, India, and Australia. Our goal is to see if it makes sense to include Finland in that list. While analyzing the customer environment, we first considered the characteristics of the Finns. They are a reserved people, and reputation is very important to them. About 29% of the population is employed in the public service, with the rest working in the fields of commerce, industry, finance, and insurance. From an economic perspective, the 2014 GDP in Finland was about $221.5 billion. They did experience the recession that the rest of the European Union felt in 2012 through 2014 and imposed austerity measures as a result. When we looked at the demographics, as you can see in this exhibit, there is a large segment of the population that is 65 and older, and due to the government support, those individuals are a drain on the country's coffers. As far as logistics, there are a number of airports in the country and the infrastructure is adequate, but only Helsinki provides access to international air travel. Continuing our analysis of the customer environment, we discovered that of the 1,793,000 trips taken by Finns, only 73,000 were to the United States. Continuing our analysis of the customer environment, we took a look at how the trips that Finns took in 2014 broke down as far as the number of nights stayed, or the average night duration. As you can see, in the United States, they averaged 13 nights during their stay. Many countries in closer proximity to Finland can claim vacation destinations, including countries in southern Europe, the Baltic region, and in the Mediterranean. Another potential problem is the cost of travel to the United States. A ticket from Helsinki to Miami costs about $1,000, while airfare to Madrid is a mere $230. Since the average annual salary is just over $40,000, that ticket to Madrid is much more appealing than the one to Miami, especially if the euro collapses. The political, legal, and technological environments appear to have little impact on the potential travel to the United States. However, there is a language barrier that must be considered. In creating our SWOT matrix, our strengths consisted of sunshine and warm weather, geography, diversity, theme parks, golf courses, professional sports. Our weaknesses were travel time from Finland to Florida, high travel cost, closer and cheaper vacation destinations available in Europe. Opportunities we saw as the ability to escape the cold climate of Finland, business trips, international events, conferences, hopefully garnering repeat visits. Threats we perceived to be a poor economy in Finland, a declining euro exchange rate, and possibly terrorism. Proposed marketing plan. Goals and objectives. Increase Finnish awareness of what Florida offers for accommodations, attractions, and transportation. Boost demand for venues offered by Florida to encourage extended stays. Gain Finnish media exposure touting attractions, the natural environment, and all things unique to Florida. Support and contribute to a positive Finnish experience in Florida. Create an experience whereby Finns who visit Florida desire to return. Proposed marketing strategy. Relaxation offered by miles of beaches, resorts, and spas. Utilize theme parks to capitalize on the appeal and experience they offer. Emphasize the night and lights offered by each of Florida's major cities' culture, dining, and accommodations. Bring attention to the 10 major sport teams that call Florida home. Emphasize the opportunities to observe wildlife unique to Florida. Bring attention to the endless fishing opportunities that Florida offers. And to emphasize that Florida offers some of the most unique and fantastic golf courses open to the public in the world. Our goal is to get Finns to say yes to a Florida vacation. So let's talk about some of the history and places that make Florida special. This is the information that will be highlighted in the marketing materials that will be distributed using the outlets that we will discuss later in our presentation. Florida. Originally discovered by Ponce de Leon of Spain in 1513. Florida joined the United States in 1825 as a territory and became the 27th state in the Union in 1845. Beginning in the 19th century, citizens of the United States began to visit Florida to escape winter weather. In the 20th century, tourism became the leading industry in Florida and remains so today. Florida. The state of Florida is a very diverse state culturally and geographically. Swamps populated with alligators, panthers, and black bears, to name a few species. History, both ancient and recent, that will rival that of any other of these United States. North Florida. North Florida is often traveled through, but seldom appreciated for what it has to offer. Many fail to realize that Florida is nearly as wide as it is long, 361 miles from east to west. It has been often said of Florida that the further north one travels in the state, that one actually is traveling further south. Northeast Florida. Jacksonville is home to the Jacksonville Jaguars of the National Football League. The city is known for its 7 bridges connecting it to the surrounding areas. North of Jacksonville is Amelia Island, which allows for secluded getaways and restful days on the beach. To the south of Jacksonville is St. Augustine. Ponce de Leon discovered Florida for Spain somewhere near St. Augustine in 1513. Spain later established the first settlement here in 1565. The oldest masonry fort still in existence in the United States is Fort Castillo de San Marcos, built in 1672 near the northern entrance to St. Augustine. The town offers lots of old world appeal, with fine eateries and shopping locations. Many weddings are performed here as well, with the Atlantic Ocean as a backdrop, or at other quaint locations in town. North Central Florida. The north central region of Florida is an area that will make the traveler think they are in the Old South. Rolling hills and large live oak trees are prevalent in the landscape. The area also contains many natural springs from which one can kayak, scuba dive, or take a glass-bottom boat tour. Northwest Florida. This region is commonly referred to as the Panhandle. The state capital of Tallahassee is located here. Though not a large city, 182,000, it does boast two major universities, Florida State and Florida A&M, from which the city does enjoy a diverse and energetic influx of activity. Moving further west, one comes upon Fort Walton Beach and Pensacola. Both locations are well known for the pristine beaches and relaxing environments. Among the myriad of things to do in the Fort Walton Beach area are the Air Force Armament Museum, Okaloosa Island, John C. Beasley Park, and the Golfarium Marine Adventure Park. Pensacola also provides a number of things to do, such as a visit to the Naval Air Museum, Pensacola Lighthouse and Museum, Johnson Beach, and Santa Rosa Island. The Navy's Flight Demonstration Team, the Blue Angels, reside and practice at Pensacola Naval Air Station. Central Florida. The central region covers a large swath of the middle of peninsular Pensacola and contains the cities of Orlando and Tampa Bay. Central Florida is easily accessible by plane. The region is home to 4 international airports: Orlando International, St. Pete Clearwater International, Daytona Beach International, and Tampa International. Come experience the magic of Walt Disney World theme parks and resorts, which offers 4 theme parks and 2 water parks: Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney's Animal Kingdom, Disney's Typhoon Lagoon, and Disney's Blizzard Beach. Central Florida also offers opportunities to learn about space at the Kennedy Space Center. Visit the beauty of Bach Tower Gardens. Experience the speed of Daytona International Speedway. Wrestle an alligator at Gatorland. Central Florida also has a wide variety of natural attractions, including the Waikkiwa Springs State Park, Blue Spring State Park, Rock Springs Run State Reserve, Canaveral National Seashore, and Merritt Island National Wildlife Refuge. Some of the world's best scuba diving and fishing opportunities await you in Central Florida. Central Florida offers some of the finest golf courses in the world. South Florida. South Florida is known for its laid-back personality and calm waters. Due to the large inlets, this area is very popular with boaters and especially those who enjoy fishing. All along the coast, golfers can find waterfront and island courses that are among the best the state has to offer. The Everglades are also part of this area and span from Alligator Alley down to the tip of the state. The Florida Keys. The Florida Keys are a Coral Cay archipelago located just off the southern tip of Florida. The islands of the Keys sweep southwest and divide the Atlantic Ocean from the Gulf of Mexico. The Keys include, from the north to the southwest, Key Largo, Isla Mirada, Marathon, Big Pine Key, and the Lower Keys and Key West. One can take a tour of the coral reefs in the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary with a photographer or scuba dive to explore an artificial reef derived from part of the original railroad bridge sunk off of Marathon. One can also take part in the arts and culture of the Keys. Key West boasts a contemporary dance company that stages various performances throughout the year. Since we are marketing to folks that are typically not familiar with Florida and what it has to offer, we are proposing that a series of vacation packages be pre-assembled for the ease of booking travel. Here you can see the particulars of a family vacation at Disney. There are packages for a spa resort, golfing, and mammal training in the report that accompanies this presentation. As for promoting the packages and other information you saw throughout this presentation, we would use print and digital ads, mobile applications, travel agencies, search engine optimization, and search engine marketing. We have also provided suggestions for the monitoring of these media, and they are included in the written materials. Due to the efforts of our group in covering information related to Finland, we came to the conclusion that Finnish people would not likely choose Florida as a vacation destination, and it is our opinion that marketing Florida to the people of Finland would not likely result in much success.